In today's video, we're going to have a look at the covert karmic dynamics. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hi, and welcome to Outlaw Door. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Claire Attio. For those that are returning subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. And straight into the covert karmic. Most of us can recognize now a karmic person, a karmic situation. We can see those repeating cycles. We have learned to navigate through that. We have learned to use mindfulness and our own spirituality modalities to break those cycles. But the covert karmic is a little bit different. The covert karmic is a person who has been specifically sent to slow your progression down, to try and stop you ascending, to stop and slow down the process of ascension globally. So we're going to have a look at that, and I'm going to give you some tips as to how to recognize them. But we do need to be careful because not all of these tips are being exhibited solely by the covert karmic. And so when you're looking at situations, when you're looking at friendships, the covert karmic is a person that is your friend. Whether that's in an intimate relationship or whether it's a platonic relationship, they're your friend. For all intents and purposes, to your face, they are wanting you to move forward, but they are wanting to support you. They are wanting to champion you. But behind the scenes, they are doing everything within their ability to stop you, to slow you down, to mess with your energies, to kick your chakras out of alignment so that you become out of alignment, to get you questioning yourself, to have you and bring your energies into lower vibrations. So they will try to create disharmony, discord, insecurities. And these are the people that you have to be looking at. You have to be mindful. You have to be watching for what's being said and how it's being said. And when I say covert, the normal karmic will just come out and they'll just be blatantly and they'll be on your case and they will create discord. But the covert karmic will be planting little seeds in a very what appears to be innocent conversation, in the hope that they will land and they will sprout and they will create discord within you. They will create insecurities within you. They will be looking for, very much like the narc, looking for information on you, your history, your journey, what you found difficult, what you haven't found difficult, where are your weak spots, and they will go for those. But you do have to be careful here, because a question, you have to use your discernment over, is this person a possible covert karmic, or is this person a spiritual coyote? And this is where the difficulties come in, and this is where you really have to make sure that you have that firm foundation, that firm belief in yourself, that firm security in who you are and what you know and what's right for you. Because a spiritual coyote, they will ask the same questions as a covert karmic. But the covert karmic intention in that question is to create mayhem, is to create disharmony, is to slow you down or even stop you, take you off your spiritual path. They don't want the light being brought to the world. Your spiritual coyote is stirring the pot, stirring up the silt within the pond, so that you have to focus more, you have to concentrate, you have to dig deeper for your truth. And so I hope you, in that analogy, you can see the difference. The questions that we'll ask are exactly the same. And this is where your discernment really comes into play, because you have to, in that moment when you're alert to, oh, why was that said? That's when you need to start being observant. That's when you need to give yourself time to fill into the energies, to make a mental note, to be alert, and to watch to see if there's continual little seeds of doubt being planted, or whether that was a coyote that picked up on the fact that you need to dig a little bit deeper into that given situation, into that thought process, into yourself, so that you can find even bigger, better gems, so that you can shine even brighter. The covert karmic, they will be the ones that say things to your face, that have conversations with you and give the impression that they're supporting you 100%. But then they will be saying something very, very different to the rest of your circle. There are little things, it takes time, you need to pick up on it, but you will do something, say something, experience something with them that, to all intents and purposes, you think, oh yeah, that was really great, we did a lot of really good work there. And then you find that they have done a bit of negative whispering with other people within your circle, rather than say to you, oh, actually, yeah, I didn't get out of that what I thought I was going to get out of that, or I was a little bit concerned about this. They will not say that to your face. They will go elsewhere, and they will plant seeds elsewhere in your validity with other people. Or they will question you about a situation that really was something that wouldn't even enter your head, something that wasn't even on your spectrum, to try and plant a seed of discord, to plant a seed of discontent, to plant a seed of insecurity, not being good enough, feeling left out. A coyote will plant that same seed, but the intention behind that is to get you to dig deeper, to get you to find more of your own truths, to get you to understand yourself better. And so if you have people in your life that, for all intents and purposes, are all smiley and all happy and all joyful when they're with you, but you find that they are in normal conversation asking questions that have a bit of a negative lilt and a negative tilt, that have you questioning yourself, that's when you need to step back a little bit. That's when you need to kind of take the higher perspective. Don't go into the head and go, oh, and make yourself a whole story of what's going on here. What you do is you take a breath and you step back, you go into that higher perspective, and you Set the intention that you are going to remain consciously aware of future conversations so that you can observe the situation. And once you have observed the situation, and once you have actually used your own discernment as to whether it's a covert karmic or a coyote, only then do you take action. Only then do you make the decision to cut them out of your life. If it's a covert karmic, confronting them is not it's the same as trying to confront a narcissistic personality disorder person. They will be in complete denial. They will create a story, and what will happen is they will go even more covert in the future, and so it will make it even more difficult, and too much of your time and focus will be wasted on this aspect. So even in that scenario, they may not be planting any more seeds, but your focus, your energy has gone to that covert karmic, and so you are not on your path. You've been diverted. And that's why it's very clever, and this is why you need to just kind of pull back and be quietly observant, holding counsel with yourself, and trust your guides, trust your spiritual counsel, trust your inner wisdoms, your intuition. And if you're not yet in a position for trusting your intuition, leave the whole aspect alone and put your focus on learning to trust your intuition, learning to have that firm foundation, learning to be completely aligned that whatever decision you make is right for you in that moment. When you can actually get to that space, this really isn't that important. If this continues, then you have to be asking yourself the question, is there sufficient levels of self-love? Because why would you want a person that doesn't want the best for you in your life? Why would you allow them to take up space and energy? If it's a coyote, fantastic. Keep them on board, because they're the people that will keep you driving forward. They're the people that will keep motivating you. They're the people that will keep challenging you. And yeah, those challenges do piss us off at times. I've been the coyote for some of my spiritual friends, and they hate me in that moment. And vice versa. When they've done it to me, I'd like, it's that initial, don't make me go there. I don't want to go there. But that's why they're in our lives. They're in our lives to help us unlock even more gems, help us unlock even more levels, help us understand with greater depth and integrity. This covert karmic, they're not there for that. They're there to stop you. They're working with the dark side. They have some kind of entity attached to them that does not want you to progress, does not want you to shine your light into the world. They want to stop you, and if they can't stop you, then they will do everything in their power to slow you down. And so I hope that explains. I hope you found that of help. If you've liked this video, please like, share, subscribe if you've not already done so, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye bye.